peoples. Doing another coloring, but this one is different. This one is going to be Hanukkah themed instead of Christmas. It's all part of my diversity to keep everybody feeling welcome. So I do not celebrate Hanukkah, but I do understand the basics of it. So I am going to color a menorah for them. I don't know if there's any specific color, so if I get this wrong, I'm sorry. Like I said, I've never celebrated Hanukkah, but I did some research and I read about it. So I do just want to color a menorah for them so they feel included too. I will also do some stuff for Kwanzaa. I know it's way too early for Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, I'm sure. But I do just want to color coloring sheets for them so that way they can feel included too. Because I don't know when either holiday starts at all. But I did just want to make everyone feel welcome and included on here. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the menorah first. I have a couple others. So once I get this middle candle colored, I will show you guys. I think I colored that wrong, and I probably did. But you know what? We're just gonna go with it. So since I don't know a lot about Hanukkah, I do want to say most of the foods that they have look really good, that they eat for Hanukkah. They look absolutely delicious. I want to try them one day. Just because they look really tasty. Because they look delicious. Because when I was doing research for Hanukkah to understand it better, I was looking at the foods they eat, and a lot of the stuff is fried, which has to do with the oil. But the latkes look delicious. I would love to try a latke. That and the jelly-filled donuts. Those look good too, the deep-fried ones. They look absolutely scrumptious. I don't know what else they eat, but those were the two main things that popped up when I was doing my research. So I don't know what other stuff they eat on Hanukkah or for Hanukkah, but from what I saw, it looks pretty good. My other favorite part was the dreidel when I looked it up. The dreidel looks like a fun game to play. Don't know how it works, but it does look fun. I don't know all of how it works, but I think you use these I guess the candy coins to play the dreidel game. I vaguely remember hearing about it from, I think, my grandmother, but I didn't really pay attention back then. But this is fun. I do like coloring this. Let's see if I can get these candles flame right. I know they're going to be kind of bland. So anyways, as I was saying, because I colored Christmas sheets and I do a lot of Christmas stuff, I feel like people in my community are being left out, which is not fair. So I decided I would do, some coloring sheets for Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, just so everybody can feel included. And I'd love to hear more about it if, people on here do celebrate either one of those. I'd love to know more about it. Because they look like interesting holidays. So it'd be nice to know what they're about. Because I think I know a little bit more about Hanukkah than I do Kwanzaa. But anyways, it would be cool to learn more about it. So I probably will. Probably get lost in research, which is a normal occurrence. I hope I'm doing this right. Like I said, I don't know if the menorah is supposed to be a specific color, so, like, if I messed up, I don't mean to offend you at all. Like, I would never do that on purpose. Because I know some, holidays and customs, they have, like, very, very specific colors and whatnot. So, if I mess this up, please forgive me. Because I do not mean to offend anybody. Okay, let's finish up this side and I'll show you guys the menorah that I just colored. Because I have a couple more too. I might color the dreidel next. God, this is so hard. Then again, I'm using the bigger edge of the marker rather than the smaller one. So that could probably be why I'm having some trouble here. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. Like I said, if I did it wrong, I'm sorry, because like I said, I don't know much about how menorahs are supposed to look. So I did my best. So there's the menorah. I hope I did that right. I did. It's just a coloring sheet. I printed one out and just colored it because I didn't know how to draw one. I may like art, but I'm terrible at drawing menorahs. I tried for 3 hours the other day. But here's the menorah. I'm going to color the dreidel next. So let me find the dreidel. Like I said, oh, there's the dreidel. I am terrible at drawing certain things. That's why a lot of my characters probably use a body base. Because I'm terrible at trying to draw bodies, and I've tried so many times. Hello. Alright, let's fill in this part of the dreidel. Like I said, I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I just wanted to include everyone in the holidays. Hence the fact most decent people will say Happy Holidays instead of just Merry Christmas. Because there's different holidays that are celebrated in the winter. And that, I messed that up. Whoops. Dang it. Did not mean to mess up like that. It's okay, I can work with it. Ah! don't know what's happening there. Okay, I have no idea what just happened there with that marker, but whatever that was not supposed to happen. I think it's like mixing with the ink from the printer. I think the printer head needs to be cleaned. I think that's why it's doing that. Alright. I use gray for the handle of the dreidel. Dreidel. I know there's a dreidel song because I think my grandmother sang it to me a couple times. And I just can't remember the dreidel song. Okay. So there's that part. I just finished the handle of the dreidel. Do I want to do green or blue? What color is this? We'll do this color for the dreidel. I hope this looks good. I might actually cry if it looks bad. Like, for real. I feel you there. I've been up all night. I need sleep too. But I was like, I did a Christmas video earlier, so I might as well go ahead and do this. I'm decent for the most part. Tired, but decent. Like that. I swear, trying to do this, like, because I don't know what happened on this sheet of paper, but it's like the printer ink didn't, like, I guess, solidify all the way, so, like, trying to color on certain spots, the ink, like, mixes with the actual marker, and then you get this, like, weird looking pattern, almost, and I have no idea why. And this is like the only page that it happened to. All the other ones are fine. I have no idea what happened with this page. But it's just like you went, nope. I don't know why or what the heck happened, but it does not look that great right now. I'm so upset with how this is turning out. Okay. Okay, let's move that down further. Let's see if I can go in this spot right here. And then this spot on my table where there's like glue is not helping either. It's trying to control the marker. This is supposed to be my work table, but it's just, it became a crafting table. And so now it's got all kinds of stuff on it. It actually needs to be scrubbed. Let's see, the hardest thing I've ever drawn, and you guys are going to laugh at this, but I'm really, really bad at trying to draw perfect shapes. So, most of the mandalas that I draw, I use a freaking stencil for, I'm not going to lie. I use the, what is it called? So I use Ibis paint, but I use the, feature on there, like the rulers and stuff, to try and draw them mandalas, which is how they come out so great. So yeah, I've tried to draw them single, like freehand. They look terrible. I still have one on there that's free-handed, and it looks atrocious. Like, I tried. So those are the hardest things I've ever drawn. Besides people. I cannot draw people. I have tried ever since I was in elementary school, and I still cannot draw people. That and bowls. I cannot draw bowls either, no matter how hard I try. It's like I'm artistically, like, great, but then you ask me to draw, like, actual things that I should be able to draw, and I can't draw them. God dang. What is wrong with this marker? Hold on. This dreidel's gonna have different colors here for a second, because I'm gonna try and finish this off because the other marker decided it was done. Yeah, see, I can draw stick people, but like I try to draw like realistic people, and they look absolutely atrocious no matter how many times I try. I think one year I spent the entire school year in art class trying to draw people, to the point where I gave up and had to and just drew something else, because I spent almost the entire year. I actually stopped trying to draw people right around March, April that school year. So yeah, it was atrocious. Like, I could not do it. Because every year we'd have that stupid test where you have to try and draw. Like, you know the mannequins they have in art classes? We would have a test every year, and we would have to try and draw it. So I kept trying to draw, and I just gave up. Okay, my dream job, to be a teacher. It's actually what I'm currently in college for, to be a teacher. Preferably, if I had to pick a specific type of teacher, I would want to teach at a Montessori school. But with my degree, I'm also going to be specialized in teaching special needs students as well. But yeah, those drawing tests were atrocious. I was terrible at them every single freaking year, to the point by the time I got to high school, I no longer wanted to do art. Like, I literally refused to take an art class all throughout high school. I think the only time I took one was a digital art one. So, when I say a Montessori teacher, they teach at a separate type of school from a regular one, so their learning is more play-based, hands-on. Which is different from like a regular school, because regular schools have like a rigorous, rigid schedule, where it is with Montessori, you're more on like your own schedule and students move up. Oh, don't worry. So are you like in general ed classes? Let's see. Aha, there's that one. This one won't need to be tomorrow. These should be those are the quantity ones. Alright, I've got 2 more pictures left to color for Hanukkah. So there's the dreidel. I tried this gray spot. It's because my marker gave out and I had to find a new one. Yeah, that's understandable. Like, totally. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes the screen can just be entirely too overwhelming or overstimulating. A lot of things can be overstimulating in a classroom. Especially and this is just my personal experience, because I didn't get diagnosed with ADHD until I was 17, so I was pretty much almost done with school. But one thing in the classroom that was definitely overstimulating for me was the freaking lights. I don't know what it was about them lights, but you could hear the noise they made. It would drive me up a wall. Let's see, my favorite artist? Um, are we talking musician or are we talking, painter? Because for favorite, painter, I would say Frida Kahlo. I love her works. See, I totally understand that, but see, I'm one of those people that's I was on the opposite side of that because I would write the entire essay in an hour and be done, and then I'd spend the entire rest of the week bored off my butt because everybody else was still writing and I was already done. So I get that. A lot of things in the classroom are definitely overstimulating, and if a teacher is not trained to manage that properly for all students, a lot of students are going to wind up overwhelmed, overstimulated, and they're going to be just completely done. They're no longer going to be receptive to what's going on. Plus, I don't know if every school uses the oh my gosh, I would cry too. I would cry if I saw that. I would actually scream. Actually, scratch that. I'd run out of the classroom. There's just no way in heck. No way. Just no way. No, nope, that's atrocious. Nope. That is awful. But that reminds me of my middle school. We had mold so far up the ceiling, they actually ripped out several freaking tiles. And then for the rest of the time I was there, we had no more tiles on that spot in the ceiling. They didn't even bother replacing the tiles. They just left it bare. I was like, oh, okay. Weird, but alright. I have to say the worst part is probably school bathrooms in general. They're always so atrocious. I'm trying to finish. Oh, that's gross. Yikes. Although there was, in middle school, I remember this one time, this guy, he went into the bathroom. And the next thing you hear is, what in the hell is that? And this dude had found a giant pile or puddle of pee, and he slipped in it and busted his butt on the floor. Yeah. I was like, ew. Oh, that's wow. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay, just clean up here. Oh yeah, that's happened a lot actually. I have had that happen so many times. Or they'll blame me for something I didn't do, and actually this is a true story. I think I was in 6th grade, or beginning of 7th, one of the two. And there was this girl who had the same name as me, and she was a trash talker. And so she went around telling everybody that I was the one trash talking. I almost got my butt kicked by about 8 girls for stuff I didn't even say. Like, I swear, some people will just do that just to cause trouble because they find it funny. I don't know why. I've never understood why. Seems like a boredom thing, honestly. Like, I get classrooms can be boring, but, let's not get people, have their butt kicked or, suspended because you're bored. Like, that's just kind of rude. So, for now, I'm going to stop with this one. But the coins are almost done. But there's the Star of David. Dang. Yeah. There we go. That little stuff. Oh, jeez. Alright, folks. I will finish these and I will show you guys the rest of them later. But I'm gonna head out and try and get some sleep.